go. There we go. Day 45. Day 45. We added a lot yesterday. We got a lot of news going on. Donnie Boy's out in France and he said, no to the Anthropic, no to the Fable. He's saying no to the G7. He did have dinner at Versailles, the notable French Revolution site, Versailles. I've been there. I've been to Versailles. Versailles is amazing. It's the old world. It's the old culture. It's the beautiful. It's the truth, the goodness, and amazing. We had a lot yesterday. We had a lot on stream and a lot off stream. And boy, let's look at the community for a second. Let's do a little refresh. So we get now a different menu system. We got apps, and we're going to start building out the apps. We might have an app store. You know, who's to say we don't have an app store? Charles, what are you building? We're building an app store. On top of that, you got your nice... Why am I building this, by the way? Because I want this. I want my own bio link that when I'm going in here and I'm saying, hey, listen, I need Instagram people to be going to one link and it looks professional. You go into iCharles bio link. By the way, before this, and I said this yesterday, I used to pay somebody to host my website on their server, pay a PHP script developer to do that. And I bought it on Code Cannon. Now, 2026, we're building. I just shot a video yesterday. I got to get my videos in order, but this video, is it this one? Yeah. This one right here. I don't know if I'm going to use that thumbnail. Holy cow, look at these auto-generated thumbnails. I said, how are we going to take advantage of summer 2026? This is, my boys and girls, the most important summer of your life, okay? You know how you have that song, The Summer of 69? You know what happened in the summer of 69? Woodstock and LSD. And PHP. You had a lot going on in the summer of 69. The Mets won. The Jets won in the summer of 69. But now we got to get serious. We're building out the apps. So if you have an app idea, put it in here. Once you do this, let's do a test. This should be going over into, look how beautiful this is. Thank you for your request. You're beautiful, you're amazing, you're a truth teller, you're going to the gym, you're sober, you're hopefully gonna do the 70.3 in New York in September. You click on that and boom. Can you believe this? I gotta be honest. We gotta turn this down. This is still a little too loud. I said I want an animation. I told exactly what to do. Steal this button, and I want you to put that so members on the app area, I have a new app, I want to do it, and I want an animation to exactly where that is on the requests area. Went exactly there and it did an animation. Hey, yeah, Dan. Dude, Opus 4.8, maybe they're trickling in a little Fable into this. Because yesterday I was one-shotting a lot. Like the new menu, totally different. I don't like this though. Okay, so this is new. So if you go to streaks, you can add in your own streaks. Like for me, it is journal. I don't think I opened this up to members. I gotta put that, I gotta have a little like button on what's actually open to members. I think docs is open to members. Every day, nope, weekdays. Weekdays and what is a journal? There we go, that looks like a journal. I took this from something that is on iOS. you know, here's a good thing right here. How about we take this new habit button, we put it up right next to streaks. Boom, better UX experience. Take the new habit, make it a button, put it up at the top on the same row as streaks to the right of it, where the streaks header is. Boom, auto shot. Put it in there. This is why, see, this is why I created a Mac Whisperer. We're stuck in purgatory right now. What are we doing now? What are we doing? Mac Whisperer, you're letting me down. That's why I built you out. There you go. Took you forever. All right, this is the screenshot for moderation. We built out Todd Bio and Todd Link yesterday. The moderation should go under the moderation menu on the left side. Once it's on that page, there are areas in which there is moderation of AEO and SEO CRON jobs. Those need to be combined under one tab, along with adding Todd Bio and Todd Link as two other toggle headers at the top. So you have three. You have a moderation, which is articles. Then you have the Todd Bio and the Todd Link. Those are three at the top. When I click on articles, it gives me the ones that you see right now in the moderation page, which is opened and done. There we go. Let's send that out. Charles, that'd be nice if you brought up the chat. I see some people. We also need to make sure. Did this fire yesterday? There's a CRON job. I don't know if I ran out of open router credits and I had to fill it up today. If it did not run last night, I want you to run it right now and to populate it in the open area to make sure that AEO and SEO are running every single night on a CRON job. Charles, why do you just say cron job? It's a cron job. It's a cron job. What's up, Jay? What does sober mean? It means that I'm not having alcohol. I went to an event last night and it was really hard not to drink. If I am going to take advantage of 2026, the summer of 2026, we must become professionals. Okay, this isn't the Andrew Tate, everybody's a professional, you're gonna sleep around and buy a bunch of cars and have a bunch of babies with a bunch of ladies. No, that's derogatory and that's just bedlam. That's bedlam. Absolute PSYOP city with that fella. PSYOP city, calling it right now. Well, he's good motivationally. All right, take that. All right, so we opened up three areas. We moved the menu options on the right side to the left side, and we're gonna slowly trickle it in. This, my friends, yesterday I concluded is going to be an all-out assault on your life. You're gonna have the community, you're gonna have the personal area for the accountability, and you're gonna have the apps to do it. That's what it is. You sent the biosite example in messages. Oh wait, I have gotten drunk for like 2 to 3 years and a first responder, I just can't. Yeah, well, I did not have the greatest relationship with alcohol for the last 6 years. That is a fact. That is a fact. As I said in the, by the way, this is still too loud. Let's turn this down a little bit. Make your boy think for a little bit. Yeah, we just, in today's world, it is so easy to level up. All right, we got to open up another chat because these menu options are still not perfect. And by the way, does anyone know how to actually have your app not where I have to pay $99 a year with Apple? Okay, it's not in the App Store, but it doesn't say the warnings that it was not by somebody who is not paying the $99. I understand it, Apple. I understand it. You got to run it through, make sure it's not malicious, it's not malware, it's not doing anything stupid. So you got to put it through your little AI, which was bought in Steve Jobs for $200 million in 2012, and then you now just put it to Siri AI. It was already AI. Why are you putting AI at the end of Siri? But listen, you can then work with Gemini because, all right, Charles, are you really doing this early? Are you really just thinking out loud? All right. The submenu of feed needs to match that of personal. And then I also want to, see, this is why I need my screen capture so it doesn't go away and I plug away at my desktop memory. All right, so this is, so go in, put in your own streaks. I think I had a bug in it where I went in the next day and it wasn't there. So I don't know if that was a bug. I don't know if that was an insect. I don't know if that was a mole. All right, we'll go over the news later. Let's bring up Brave Browser, please. Thank you. Thank you for your service. Let's organize these windows so I know so it looks like I'm a professional. Oh, is that an AT callback? Yeah, because when you go in here, I like this. That's nice. That's nice. This, not so much. This, not so much. You gotta match the personal, and then I want you to also add in what is available to the members and what is not. For the feed menu and the sub menu options, I need you to have the exact same formatting and indentation as personal sub menu options. I've included both. So match the main feed menu option with the personal menu options, sub menu options, and put a red dot only available to me as the admin on what sub-menu options of the personal I've allowed members to have use to. I think right now it's just docs and streaks. I took away journal. It would be cool though. Let's send this out. Let's send that out. Okay, so that was making sure the moderation cron job fired. And then this is, let's reload. Okay, so that removed it, put it in there, bada bing. Hey, Dan, one-shotting is what we like to see. You know what? If you don't have that stupid little thing, let's match that. Let's match that. Man, we are rolling right now. Nope, we don't need that big one. All right, so when I press this and 2, this comes up. This is Todd Shot. This is literally a ripoff of Bridgemind's thing that he told us to do, which is Open Shot. And I was like, well, that's a good idea. And then Mac Whisper was acting up yesterday, so I took him out back and did a little corporal. And he hasn't been seen since. As the first one, you can't. It's Apple's closed Apples and Android AK's chill, so you just compile are using Brave. Ew! Brave is ew! All right, we got to get this away. This is a dumb header. What a dumb header you added here. Stupid. Get out of here. Get out of here, you dumb header. Let's match the font and size of this. Let's match the font and size. Oh, did I put it in? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. For the articles moderation, I need you to match the Todd font size and not the large font that you have. So there's 2 screenshots. I want you to match the Todd. Which one is it? Todd Bio. Of course it didn't go in. Todd Bio. And then there's something else in here. Yes, I need you to moderation full rescan and rerun the new synthesis pipeline. Yes. Yes. And then go to SEO. Is routines disabled is set in your secrets, which is oh my gosh. Come on now. What are we pulling a little Norm Macdonald on us? Come on, hey. Let's send that out. New habit button. Okay, so this is the habit button. That is in the main area. Let's get out of there. Habit button. Let's go to personal. Oh, it's right here, streaks. New habit, boom. Look how nice that is. And we're gonna build this out. Let's do get an app. Get an app. Add to your install iCharles as an app. Oh, that's brand new. Hello. How are you doing today? Uh-oh. Here's Mark Miller. Mark Miller is in some sludge today. There you go. He's look at that. Look at that. And your drain's leaking. BP in the background. If I was in the FBI, I would say, well, he was working on that Chipotle yesterday. Now he's over here. Send in the guys, put him under arrest. And by the way, break that ladder so he doesn't use it ever again. Oh my gosh. Self-made skills, the highest quality in the repository. Make sure that you start so you get the latest and greatest and the fastest. Hello, fellas. I'm leaving iCharles and I'm going over here and I'm looking at just my skills. Just my skills. I'm going to report this as it gave me malware. All right, let's go back in here. We got a lot going on today. We are changing up. I'm sitting on way too much content, and I think what I'm going to do is, excuse me, the way that Riverside works. So I shoot it in Riverside, and then Riverside literally gives me everything I want. It's kind of amazing for free. Their co-creator is, they did capitalize it, that should be a lowercase, but unbelievable. Obviously the thumbs aren't good, but you could literally come in here and say, I want a thumbnail. It'll produce a thumbnail. I want a title, description. It gives me the blog post, and they're actually pretty good. So I said, why don't I just do this? Take the transcript instead of the SRT file, paste it in there, and then give the chapter titles inside the description. And that's a prompt in each of these videos. That probably makes no sense to anybody that I just talked to right now. But I'm gonna do that right now. And I have confidence that it's gonna one-shot it. And we need a chat. We need a, nope, not OBS. Come on, Botenston, get your act together. All right, let's open up 5 so we start. I want to crush my tokens. All right, consolidate the menu options. Let's see if it did that. This can go away for now. We'll talk about the news, which is absolutely banana hammocks. Okay, moderation should be the same size of articles. Okay, tightened up. See, they're small little things. Let's see what the analytics is doing. Let's see what the analytics is doing. Because we've published, look at this, we've published 129 articles, and we're just, look at that. She needs to get some kind of, payment for being in office for 55 years. Altman, wow. Look at that lineup. Goldman, AI, CapEx hits. That's, I don't know, definitely Senator Warren. Definitely Senator Warren. Send that one out. But we have 129 articles. Every time an article is published, it goes to the Google Publishing because I was accepted. Then it goes into Google Search Console. And then my analytics is also tied in. So they all talk to each other and they're all spying on me. And they all know what I'm talking about at all times of the day. I cannot wait for that knock at the door. Charles, have you been talking negatively about Sam Altman? All right, so the last 24 hours, let's see, 41 requests. We need to see more requests. Okay, good. Look at that. Okay, this one actually, there's a bug right there. When I mouse over it, it doesn't give me the actual analytics. Consolidate, thank you for your service, you're done. All right, let's move to analytics. I've been obsessed with analytics because it's being pulled in by Cloudflare. So I know it's accurate. Yeah, we'll do that in a second. That's very important actually, because I got to get these videos out. I got to get my YouTube game going because YouTube's going to be very important. All right, let's do this. The mouse over does not work. We'll just do a, oh gosh. Boatston, can you drop any more balls right now? What the heck is this? Get that out of here. All right, let's go over here. Let's do 4. All right, page views. Let's go over here. We're pulling our analytics in from Cloudflare. I want you to have the mouse over fixed on every single duration, 24 hours, 7 days, 30 days, etc. And when I mouse over any part of the line graph, it tells me that point of the line graph. As you can see, it says 0. We need this to be live and working on all durations on every area within analytics. Do a deep dive visualization on light and dark mode and every single tablet, desktop, and mobile to make sure this passes. This is very important to make sure it's live, and also come back with the top analytics that I would be interested in based on things that I can take action on, not just looks good. Boom. Hey, it down. All right, match the feed. Which one was this? Oh yeah, so this was the sub-menu options. Let's go over here. Let's do a little refresh. Yeah, that did not work. That did not work. That was not a one-shot. That was not a one-shot. That was not a one-shot. I don't know what you're smoking in this chat. I don't know what you're smoking in this chat. Yeah, that was not accurate because spaces and videos are a sub-menu of the feed. Right now you have spaces having a huge amount of sub-menus like bugs, requests, etc. They are all a sub-menu of the feed. And by sub-menu, I mean videos, spaces, requests, bugs, members, etc. All right, let's send that out. New habit button. All right. What would you say is the best way to actually improve the Streaks app? What we want to do is build up better habits and potential gamification. Not too much on the gamification, but to have it where it matches the iOS app named Streaks. It has an orange icon when it's on your iPhone. I love that app, and I need the top 3 that you would say members would love and are not just about polishing it up, but actually putting it to use to make sure that we're building better habits. All right, there we go. Let's say. Also, before developing the bio site, make sure you check DM. It will give you good pointers. Let's go to the DMs. This is how a good will always triumph evil. This is how a bio site did it. Think basically almost copying. This is a good deal. You like that bio site? I don't know. Okay, that is, yeah, that's like bio site on drugs. And I don't mean like bad drugs. I mean like peptides. Some guy yesterday was going in on peptides. I was like, dude, I don't want to be talking about peptides at this gala. What was weird is I went to this thing. I have no idea how I got invited. And everyone was like weirded out by that. I was like, I get DMs and emails and text messages and Luma invites and WhatsApp invites. I was like, yeah, it looked cool. I signed up. What? You don't know how you got here? And it was the girl I wanted to talk to all night. Very pretty girl. Very pretty girl. Totally out of my league. Money-wise. But, you know, You're in New York City. Of course, she's like, oh, wow, everybody's going to be rich. It's like, well, there's money. Well, there's like living in New York City, then there's money, then there's rich, then there's wealthy, and then there's family offices. That's the best way to say it. All right, we'll put that in there. We'll put that in there. What I was using was actually Code Canon. There was a couple of PHP scripts that I used that were very good. Very good. Whoever coded with that new code, 66 something. Run moderation. All right, so the moderation ran. Let's see what, it was only one? Did you run the whole moderation and only come up with one flag? That's impossible. I added like, how many articles did I add yesterday? I gotta make sure this works. Also, we need to make sure this is on a nightly CRON job, running automatically using Open Router and populating the open tasks, making sure that the prompt is SEO and AEO on the articles, videos, member articles, and the news. Look at the prompt and make sure that it's good. We don't want the prompt too bloated, but we want to make sure that it's up to the latest Google for search and speed, code base and interface, and AI models when it comes to Perplexity, Gemini, OpenAI, and Anthropic. And if we could, we have publishing rights and search, Google Search Console API pushing our news and articles to make sure that's all set up. This is very important. We're going to be brought in and we're going to be competing with Fox and CNN. Obviously. The two greatest news sources ever. Ever. If anyone disputes that, you're kicked out. They are the greatest news sources. I only rely on Fox and CNN. All right, top 3 ranked by will and members, better habits. Per habit reminder, I like that. Streak freezes, rest days, then forgives. I like that as well. You're actually winning. Yes. What I do like as well, let's add in some on-screen animations when they hit, say, benchmarks, 7, 14 days, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, etc. Or you can even have it less. But also, we need to build it out so it's a gamification and they're trying to log in and hit their streaks as well, and it's only positive streaks. And not saying nasty things in the comments section that, you shouldn't call it AI slop. What's going on, Amir? Uh-oh, why is this a thing? Just retracted his message. That was very inappropriate what you said. Don't... Okay, Charles. You went to confession this morning. You're on a clean slate. In case you get hit by a car, you're gonna, you're going, well, I don't know if I'm going right to St. Peter. What was wrong? And I changed. Yeah, paid ladder. I'm done with this nonsense of, I thought about it. What's his name? Bridge Mind, he's freaking out about Fable. I always was agnostic to whatever I'm using, but I gotta be honest. I can't use something that's subpar and pay less. That's never been my life. Like this jacket is $700. At Macy's, it's probably $200. But at Macy's, I would then have to tailor it. And it may not fit, and it's not the right color, and it's not made well. Go with like what's quality in life and just buy one of it. Go back old school. Old school was like, I have one couch, the entire family's gonna sit on it, and we're gonna pass it down 14 generations. Instead of this, like, let's get IKEA and IKEA and IKEA and then throw it away, and no. We're going quality over quantity. But I get so many more tokens. Auto push publish articles to, no, you have a benchmark index. Actually, you know what? That's a good idea. That's a good idea, Charles. Because I got Discord messages on what's the word they used? The word they used is, dude, I I gotta be honest, people are just so flaky.
We're confirming for the 34th time, even though I spoke to you on the phone yesterday for 3 hours.
It's like, yes, I will see you tonight. Like, maybe you have to upgrade your friendship. Okay, my friends say, I'll see you at the beach, I'll see you at the run trail, I'll see you at the bridge, we're gonna be biking over the bridge, and we're there. There's no, like, checking in. All right, Charles. Discord. Discord gave me, queued. Skipped. Is it queued? Yeah, queued is probably open. Skipped is the newswire. So that is articles. Yeah, let's take screenshots. This is actually very important because I'm missing out on articles because it doesn't reach a certain benchmark. Okay, I'm sorry that I said Fox and CNN. Okay, I apologize. Auto push published to search engines so you get indexed fast. What should I wire on publish? Forget that I said Fox and CNN. I want you to actually look at the benchmark that we have for the AEO and SEO benchmarks. They are on each of the articles. I'll attach screenshots. All right. Yeah, we got to attach those immediately. Let's do this. Actually, no. The news does not have the article benchmarks as well. That's weird. The articles have AEO and FK. I don't know what the FK is. Give it a... what does FK mean? Sheesh. If you put an M in there, I played that game in 5th grade. All right, Charles, sheesh. All right, let's go to published draft rejected. Now, this needs to... All right, let's step up the articles, folks. Let's get published in the Washington Post. And by that, I mean there's an FK and AEO scores that we have benchmarks on. I want both of them to be aligned, whether it's news and articles. Obviously, news will be a little bit shorter than articles. However, what I want you to do with the moderation and the benchmarks is align them, number one. Number two is I get Discord messages about queued, skipped, and rejected. I don't want you to self-queue, self-skip, and self-reject unless the queue is going to open. There's other articles that I'm putting in that I actually want to be published. Okay, so there you go. That aligns that. Fix the analytics toolbar. All right, so this brings in hopefully real-time analytics. See, look at that. Look at that. Okay. Also, this needs to be, those are just page views. Well, you have page views threats total. You should have total right there. And you need to fix those circles. What am I in, 3rd grade? Come on now.
Charles, let's look at the chat so you're really in tune with the chat side.
All right. Did it give any top analytics worth acting on? No, I don't want you to. Okay, here we go. What the data says. This is your single highest leverage finding. 93% of the requests hit your... That's a load latency. You're paying for request action. Add a cache rules. There we go. There we go. All right, we need to add this into moderation. We need this on a cron job right here. We need to add that onto a cron job. Okay. I like that. That was good. That was good. Let's golf clap. Golf clap for the chat. Golf clap. Check the feed. GLM 5.2. Yeah, they actually launched that. I have that in the news that I was going to talk about. Everybody is taking advantage of... Everyone is taking advantage of this Fable thing. This Fable flop. You got Bridgemine losing his mind over there.
Oh my gosh, they stole it away from us.
All right, let's not get so dramatic, sir. Okay, they didn't steal anything. They gave it to you and then they took it away.
Well, that's stealing.
Well, no, that's actually the United States government doing that, so. Okay, which benchmarks on... Yeah, let's do that. That's a good benchmark. Intensity, tiered escalation, same for all. Tiered and sound option. Muted by default, respects a toggle, same as tiered escalation. Small ring confetti, big, yeah. Let's go tiered. Next goal. Yeah. No celebration. Yes, but only when you close. Each. Yeah. Let's do that. All right, go make some streaks, boys and girls. Go make some streaks. What I saw in the screenshots. This was what's wrong and what I changed. You're right, the videos and spaces were still rendering as open-sized. Yes, of course I'm right. Check the feed. Ro, who recorded Chuck crashing out? What a privacy breach. I think I just went in a villain's origin story. Let's hope this is... Dude, this is crazy. That you can literally record anyone at any time and it goes viral. Coldplay concert. Like, nobody is safe at any time. Nobody is safe at any time. Nobody's safe. How do you even find this? How do you even find this? It has 4 views. How do you find a video with 4 views? That's insane. They get 300,000 daily videos. Is that true? Okay, so this is how you used to count back in the day. 16 million? What? That's crazy. All right. That was a crash out of a century. That is the start of a villain story. All right, let's go over here. Oh, by the way, we moved the profile up here. I also opened up favorites so you could add in your own favorites. That doesn't work. I just noticed that. Let's fix that now. Let's take a screenshot. Hopefully I have an open chat. I probably don't, so I'll have to create a new one right now. Drag in the screenshot. Oh my gosh, I dragged you. I dragged you. Not in a bad way. Allegedly. Yeah. Let's go over here. Okay, we need to fix this. I have a menu option to the left of the favorites, which is the profile icon. The profile icon, when you mouse over it, shows the profile options underneath it. I need you to do that exact same style under the favorites, because when I mouse over the favorites, it goes all the way to the right side. When I move away from the favorites, the menu option goes away. Very, very good. Very, very good. Okay, so this came up with a lot. Those are the top analytics of the last 7 days and how to actually take advantage of it. And what I need to do is add that in here. Add in an analytics, but the problem is I also have a security area. I'm gonna join in the security area. Let's do it right now. I've been thinking about this for a while. Ever since I created the security area, I've been thinking about the security area. All right, so I go over here, I go to Chuck, I go to security. I want you to bring over, this is gonna be a big build right here. And have a, let's go like this. Let's go like this. All right. Where did I put that? Right here. Okay. Whoa, this is gonna be a big one. So we're gonna move security and we're gonna create a analytics. Let's get out of here. Analytics on, let's move that out of the way. Analytics right here. So moderation is essentially, then we're gonna have comments, we're gonna have posts. The problem is I'm creating this under the admin area. Not under the admin area, I should say. Not under the admin area. Screen recording is zoomed in and we could see like 1 to 2 inches every side. Oh, really? Well, it was a doozy. It was a doozy. We'll give it a like. We'll give you a couple of points. All right, so we're gonna take unresolved. We'll take these. We'll take all these. And they need to be moved into a moderation. This is from the security area. Let's give in the URL. All of those need to go into the moderation area tab named security with a Claude copy button that essentially copies a prompt so I can paste it into Claude directly with all of the security problems, or at least how to find the security problems within the database to resolve them. Let's go to the moderation. Let's get this guy out of here. Moderation and moderation tab, moderation area. Let's add in that. Let's add in security. Let's add in security right here to the top part. Let's add that in. So from the security area, you're gonna do that. We're not gonna send that out yet because we also took a screenshot of the analytics. Let's do this. You have to also change or actually revise the UI of the duration. They're in a vertical oval instead of a circle. Is there anything wrong also with the screenshot? They should be good. Let's also do this. You also came up with some unbelievable action items on the last 7 days. What I want you to do is create a CRON job that essentially pulls into the moderation page, and you create a new tab called Analytics. All right, moderation tab. Let's go here. And let's go to moderation page. All right. And the CRON job runs on OpenRouter free or paid models, whatever you think is best, to make sure that we are analyzing action items that we can actually put into place based on our analytics that you found here, or ones that we actually did not find, or there were gaps in a to-do list based on the analytics. This is very important because we need our website safely crawled, but we also have a security feature that makes sure that any malicious or bots attacks or DDoS attacks are blocked. And that is security. Okay. I'm in like a zone right now. Is this what's his name called, the flow zone? Man, at one time I'm gonna have to break all this and put it under admin, and I'm not looking forward to that. Features and make sure it's, and it blocked. Let's see. Are there any questions with what I just said? This is very important. We need to make sure that we get dialed in right now and we become the greatest crawled website showing up all over the United States of America on everyone's cell phone and blowing out the numbers securely, safely, and making sure we have CRON jobs on the analytics every single day, where I need to take action on it. So I click on the analytics tab within the moderation page, and there is a copy to Claude, which is a prompt that I then would put into Claude to resolve any analytical gaps, but also put in permanent solutions for the future, so we continuously have less security threats and less analytical gaps. Wow. Your screen recording zoomed in. Maybe make the graph line curves. Curves on the graph. All right, so this was the iCharles. Let's go up here, mouse over, boom. How you doing? How you doing? All right, good. Thank you for your service. You are done. Run moderation cron job. Okay. On Discord, you have, okay, so this is what I'm talking about. I get these messages and I'm like, you're using different language than what's on the website. Queued means you're in line. Skip means that you didn't even do it. And rejected means you did it and then only notify on real outcomes. Summarize daily, not per run. Stop all auto runs, only on real outcomes. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this because it's having a little trouble right now. It's having a little trouble. Let's do articles, or was that under moderation? Let's do both. Let's do both. All right, send it over here. And moderation clean link. Let's send it over here. Let's go over there. All right. Both of these should be running through SEO and AEO benchmarks. The thing is, when I put in an article within the articles area or news within the news area to create a news story, I need you to actually add in the menu options. Here, I gotta be honest with this. So when I go to articles, news, it's right there. It's right there. These are the options I have. We either create new options. In other words, when I put it in through news as an actual URL, or you have the cron job every single night, there are articles that either are not published or skipped or not good enough. I need that to be in an area so I can actually rerun the news or the articles. If it's in the article page that is automatically being published, actually, no, I shouldn't have moderation in here at all, actually, now that I think about it. Let's take moderation out. I need to menu options. Essentially, there's a cron job that goes through the news of Perplexity and it comes back with the news stories. I also can put in URLs of news stories that I want published. There are, from the cron job and from when I put it in for you to generate the article, there are articles that are either skipped or not good enough or are rejected. I want you to make sure that any of the ones that you automatically do something against my will, there's a menu option so I can see what news articles that you either created or that I put in the URL to create was actually skipped, rejected, or not actually put into the area for me to approve. And also the accept and reject button, and this is something that the reject button. Also for the reject button, I want that to be an automatic reject. I don't want you to put up a toggle to reject it. This is very important. When I press reject, automatically rejects, goes away from the screen instead of are you sure you want to delete this article toggle screen that pops up, pop-up modal. I don't want that. I want it automatically, just like the approve button. If I press approve, it gets approved. If I press rejected, it gets rejected. There's no toggle screen. All right, let's go. The more you develop the site, the harder it's going to be for the AI to fix the bug. I uploaded like a month ago. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What was the bug a month ago? It should not, well, that was just put up. Oh, you mean this? Well, Mark, or the mobile. Yesterday, I went through a pretty big mobile pass because I opened up, there you go, those are the red buttons. Because I want this left area deleted now, or this right menu option. That personal menu option can be deleted. All right, so that just went away. Which one was this? What I saw in the screenshots, what was right, what was wrong. Okay, so that changed the feed. All right, that's good, that's fine. Does that match it? Yeah, that matches it. All right, let's delete that from the right area. Let's not add in the Get app. And love to know what the Get app is. Because I think this is what I built out yesterday, that essentially it's now gonna be on either your iOS or I don't think it's a home screen because I went away from the PWA app. That's just, oh, that's nice. It added in 2 days to 3. And then there's an automation or an animation. What are the other ones? I also added in 48-hour fast, 48-hour fast. Let's see what would be a fast. Hunger, eat. All right, we'll do an apple. Those are some crappy icons, but what are you gonna do? 48-hour fast, specific days, times a week. Yeah, that's available every single day. And then we have a drag and drop, which should have worked. Okay, it didn't. Drag and drop is not working. All right, we need to fix that. Which one was this? Oh yeah. There is a right menu option called personal that does not need to be there anymore. And then we also have to find out the Get app. Wonder what that is on mobile. Install Charles is full open. Yeah, I think this is only for mobile. So I'll check that out. Add that to, probably add that to the Chuck menu. Not open that up just yet. And I also want you to add the Get app to the Chuck menu option at the top, exactly how it is, and with the exact on click so I can test it on mobile and make sure that this is ready to go when it's clicked for users. All right, so this is the migration security tab queries the same tables live and allows the same numbers plus a copy, yes. Open router free, payback full for the daily analytics run, yes. 6 a.m. local? All right, that's fine. I'll be at the gym. Run your little crone job while I'm at the gym. The more you develop, which bug was it? Was it the... this I need to work on too. This I want to work on. So I want an area where I could drop in the video. I don't think it needs to be there, SRT, and then I have actual, the actual dictation, translation, whatever. I'm ready to build all 4. Quick scope. Check on the riskiest, the new skipped visibility to show why something was rejected. I need to persist each skipped story, which today is only logged then lost. Yes, table plus skipped tab, yes. Instant reject skip tab first. Yeah, we could do that. All right, let's send that out. What's this guy doing? Edit new habit button, streaks, okay. Was there anything in this chat that we still need to address? If not, am I okay to close this out? Say it in one sentence. All right, so this is a ongoing thing that I just, the only thing is your strict gamification is live and correct, so if you don't care about the messy history, all right, clean that up, clean that up, clean it up, aisle 4, and then we're gonna work on this. And I don't think we need this, unless, yeah, so I drag and drop the video, which I shot yesterday. I have them down here. The top one, I think, is which one is that? No, let's see. The top one is, okay, for YouTube. Let's go YouTube. YouTube, and I think the top one is also for YouTube. All right, let's go over here. Let's go over here. Let's put that in. These screenshots can be deleted. Let's get that off. The YouTube should have been uploaded. Okay, so let's bring this over here. All right, let's open it up in a new tab. We're done waiting. We're done waiting. There's no waiting in this game. All right, let's go over here. Let's open this. And then we'll go over the news because there is so much going on right now. It's absolutely mental. All right, let's bring this down here, and I got to, yes. Let's include actually the URL as well. When I click the create button, you're gonna see that there's a video upload and an SRT option. There's a process behind this, and what I also want to add to the process, if there is not an SRT file that is uploaded and I upload just a copy of the transcription with the video, that you use not the SRT file, but the actual transcription. So it's an or between the SRT file and the transcription. The SRT file, when I upload it, you then create the title, you create the video title, an article, video, description, etc., etc., etc. The video goes up to Cloudflare, it's brought back in, it's put on draft for me to go in and then publish it. It does not automatically get published. That's very important. So really, this build is about adding in the ability to, on the same row as video SRT, add in an area where I can paste in the actual transcription from the video. If you think it's better with the actual not thumbnails, the actual, how does Riverside say it? Subtitles? Yeah, just copy transcription. Because they don't know how to do, as of yet, the transcription with the titles, with the description, with the chapter titles, but whatever Riverside did, they did it well. So I'm just gonna use Riverside, and it's gonna be a little bit longer, but that's what you get. That's what you get. Riverside gave me a little bit better results on the thumbnails. It's still pooey. Here are the results. They're still a little pooey, but at least there's a little bit of variety than this trash. This is what the prompt gave me. Just absolute, look inside. Look inside, what, Resident Evil barbershop? Hello, okay, welcome to my Resident Evil barbershop. I know there's aliens everywhere. They're eating the flesh of human beings, but no. At least up here, authenticity and vibe coding. Okay, I know what you're talking about. This is a little creepy. That guy needs to be jailed, in my opinion, allegedly. Charles, he's AI. Why would you you can't jail AI. But what about personhood? If you actually think it's better with the, no. Transcription, transcript, whatever you want to say. Transcription, transcript, transcript from video. All right, so that's very important. Let's pull this down. Let's go over some news, by the way. And you got to tell me which one, all right, that's committed. All right, so we'll use this one right here because the habit button, that's done. All right, that's good. That's running in the background. By the way, the news is absolutely mental. You got to watch this. This is how you translate the news. All right, I got a bunch of stuff up here. You have SoftBank, which got the news. I don't know how they got the news. Obviously, the investors got the news. SoftBank, which has invested in WeWork, in Compass, put billions of dollars into them. They obviously put in a huge, just massive amount of money into OpenAI. And it says in 2025, they had a net loss of 40 billion, call it 40 billion. I think that's why they didn't want to go public with their SEC filing. Bezos, I think all of them, I mean, Jensen, Sam, Dario, Zucks, Bezos, you name it. Oracle's guy, I forgot his name. I can see his face and he's got a boat while he sails. But they're all now going to be positive about AI. I guarantee it, because I said it a month ago that someone said to all these guys, you can't have this bad PR about mass layoffs. So now they're all getting out there and, oh, no, there's not going to be mass shortage, or there's going to be a mass shortage of workers. We're going to have so much. Listen, the economy is going to expand exponentially. That's obvious. Okay, it is going to be a tenfold increase, as Elon said. I don't know if that's possible, but what's interesting, and I think I published it in the iCharles community, is this. They don't want the deficit to go down, because though you make more money, now you're getting taxed more. So it's a ratio. So as you get more money, you get taxed more. You give more to the government expands. The deficit expands. It's a never-ending thing that, to be honest, I think there's going to be pushback on this. There needs to be. I've been talking about this since 2009 when I was in Oppenheimer funds, and they were talking about it then. I think the Bush era, the Obama era, they were talking about it, but nobody does anything. Nobody does it. Here we go. They're going to have a $4.4 trillion federal deficit, and 1/8 of that, I don't know how much we're actually paying in interest, which is absolutely mental. Absolutely mental. The deficit is going to what breaks the United States. I'm sorry, the interest on the deficit. That's very specific. The interest on the deficit is what breaks the United States. I don't know when that happens. Mark, if you have kids, you should probably look into this. But the deficit has always been my biggest concern, because if you have usury on interest, usury on debt, it's, just talk to Visa and MasterCard. That's where they make their money, and then they keep on targeting those people because those are the ones with debt. Those are the ones with low credit scores. Those are the ones that are just conditioned to borrow and or buy without the knowledge that this is going to have to get paid back. Very similar to government debt. I had no idea. I'm sorry, not government debt, college debt. I had no idea the interest rates on college debt. It's to be honest, you could put it in the realm of satanic. My buddy bought an apartment through me. And in New York City, you have to go through the co-op board and they see all of your financials and everything else. I was like, bro, what's this debt? He's like, oh, it's my college loans. He gives me all the papers and everything else. I was like, they charge, he's like, oh yeah, I just got it from 18 to 14. So you mean at 120K, you're being charged 14% and it used to be 18%? He's like, yeah, I consolidated some loans. This was 15 years ago, so this isn't like recent. But when I heard that, I was like, that's disgusting. That is not even in the realm of positivity. That's not even the realm of making sure that you're actually having future for people. you're actually putting them into the ability that they will never pay this back. They will be pissed off for the rest of their lives. They'll hate the world. They'll see that there's no usefulness for them because when they go to work, they're actually just paying off their loans. So I then move on to this. To be honest, it would be a smart move if Donald just never opens it up to anyone else in the world but the United States, or you do the other way, which is the China way, and you just open it up to the world to compete with the open models of China. And it's very interesting that the boys club is now meeting at the summit. Who's not there? Who's not there? The trillionaire is not there. Very interesting. Very interesting. I don't think that Sam and Elon would be in the same room right now. Yet, Dario is making deals with Elon. Very interesting. And of course, they go to the beautiful, which I've been, it's an absolutely stunning place. Versailles is absolutely, it's a new world. It's a world we'll never see again. That beauty, that architecture, that when you build and you understand that your labor is the most and only thing available in this world, where do you put your labor? Like, what are your deeds? Where do you put your talents? That's the easiest way. Do you bury your talents? Do you use your talents? Do you give your talents away? What do you do with your talents? Do you cause disruption? What do you do with your talents? It's a different world. It's a different world. When people built my mom's house in the 50s, they knew that their hand sawing, hand hammering, the floorboards, the ductwork, the masonry, the rooftop, which was slate. Slate is stone. We had a slate stone or slate roof until recently. They were thinking we can easily upkeep slate because we've been doing slate forever. We didn't know that we were going to have this terrible roof style right now instead of a beautiful slate. What's beautiful, slate or tarring your roof and putting up? Well, Charles, one is 30 years and slate lasted 50 years at my mom's house. And all she was doing was replacing it, and the reason she couldn't replace it is because nobody did slate anymore. When you don't build for beauty, and that means anything, websites, your relationships, your creativity, you just build for ugliness. Or practicality, which is also ugliness. I liked Paris as well. I actually was obsessed with Paris. I looked around, I was like, oh, so the world in which this was built before the French Revolution was immaculate. It was clean, it was respectful, it was just ordered. There was no chaos, labor of love. You're surrounded by beauty, whether it is the liturgy, the music, the singing, the organs, dress, the art, the murals, the paintings, everything was just ordered to beauty, which is the opposite of what is today, which is chaos. Chaos creates trash. I'll give you another example. I'll just go on this rant before I get into the vibe coding again. So I went down, and I already told the story again, but it's a perfect example of labor of love or labor to milk systems to give me more money. There has been a year to revamp or bring about. By the way, this is interesting. You wonder what happened in Shanghai. You wonder what happened. You have the U.S. delaying blacklisting DeepSeek to avoid angering Beijing. What happened in Shanghai? What happened? What were the conversations that were had? And by the way, why is the Commerce Department so involved right now? So involved. Who's the head of the Commerce Department? They were involved with Anthropic. If you're calling this a national security issue, shouldn't that be Pentagon, NSA, FBI, CIA? Why are you going to the Commerce Department? Who's the head of it? 1903? Yeah, it's interesting because it's going international. Works with business, university, communities, and in the nation's workers. They capitalize it. I love it. Anyway, let's get back into this. They constructed 6 miles of beach, 4 miles of boardwalk, a 4,000 locker room for the beach, a open pool that circulated fresh water throughout the entire 6 miles of the beach, and had a circulation system for salt water in 1929. It was started in 1928 by Robert Moses. They, the state is using union workers, they are taking 1 year to revamp that building. That was already fine. We went by and this woman said, "Oh, my son's an apprentice on the job." She goes, "Oh, they're working overtime." That's disgusting. So what you should be actually telling the people to not do, you're actually telling them to do. If you don't finish on time, we'll pay you more for your overtime. You should incentivize, but obviously that's too common sense, and nobody cares about their labor. They don't care about beauty. They don't care about doing what's right. I was listening to this conversation yesterday on the train. This guy was telling an apprentice, "By the way, when you do this, you get extra money." Oh, okay, that's great. So you just pass down stupid low standards. Bunch of knuckleheads. Why don't you work hard? Why don't you say, "Hey, listen, let's do the best job as quick as we can. Let's match Robert Moses' standard of creating Jones Beach." I know it's a weird concept, but all right. Remove the right guardrail. All right, so that goes over here. Let's close out the news for a second. And that would go under, that's not under here. Where did it go? That's not under here. That is not under here. Where the heck did I put it? All right, we got to create a new, is it behind here? All right, let's go over here. That was the iCharles, not the YouTube test, though that's been good. Restarting the server. Which one of you guys is bashing right now? Added the Get app to the Chuck menu. All right, so that is, yeah, that adds it to Android. TopShare adds it to the home screen of Android Chrome Fires. Does it also, does the Get app actually add it to the iOS as well, or just to the other OSs?
But Charles, it's so much better.
Oh my gosh, Mac Whisper. Let's go. Let's go. All right, so this is moderation. We got some big jobs going on right now. Come on. What are we doing? Dude, Mac Whisper is really, really, holy cow. Is my computer on fire? Yeah, pretty much. We got to open the door. It is so hot. The honest answer is iOS cannot do a one-tap install. Get the app sheet on iOS does not add it automatically. Let me verify exactly. Yes, if it is not available for, don't even start negativity land right there. The Get app needs to be available for, okay. iPhone add to the home screen only works in Safari, not, bottom line, Android Chrome, a one-tap. Whoops. So this is only available on desktop and not on mobile. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm very close to it. Because yesterday, it was really, really bad. Really bad yesterday. All right. There's Jeff. Oh, yeah. We got to upgrade this. The poll. Let's do Codex 4.0, or is it Opus 4.0? We need better polls. We need better polls. That's a fact. All right. I need you to look at the poll on the homepage, icharles.com/community, and the entire poll must be updated to more intellectually stimulating questions with intellectually stimulating answers. And they have to be up to date to this week when it comes to models or news or questions, because yesterday's question was something that happened months ago. This needs to be on an open router free model, and make sure that the prompt says exactly what I just said, or at least revise the prompt. All right, I am boiling up in here. I think my computer is just hammered out. All right, I just got a Discord. I just got my sister messaged me. A training camp. Okay, that was weird. Yeah, I wish I... Oh my gosh, don't tell me it didn't even go out. Okay, there we go. Who should get the app? All members? No, it's only available. The app, make sure, first of all, works. Second of all, when you test it fully, you test it fully on all OSs, including desktop, mobile, and tablet. Make sure that it's responsive to all of those three. It's good in light and dark mode. And if it's not good in any of those, it's restricted when a user comes there, and obviously the app is not going to work. I also went to Apple. They have something right here. Is it under website? Let's see, website. Probably not website. I had another one. Let's bring this up. I had another one, and it's $99, and I had no other problems. iCharles new. Here we go. Look at this. They have memberships for their... So they don't give you a warning. They didn't allow me to download it. It just said, this device is not blah, blah, blah. It did not use Xcode. It's not fully accessed, comprehensive, developmentals. It's gotta be $99. Then you got a small business. That's obviously if you're getting paid. I'm not getting paid on it. I don't know how people get around that. All right, now we're really, okay, what was this one? Oh yeah. Has this been tested end to end? Because I'm about to upload a new video with the transcript, and it needs to, without the SRT file, and it needs to make sure that the transcript replaces the SRT file in the actual process, but the video remains the same going up to Cloudflare, and it goes to the members, and it goes into the back end for me to approve within the studio area. Make sure you know what I'm actually talking about before you do any changes. If you know exactly what I'm talking about, then do all the changes. All right, I'll close this because everybody's... Oh my gosh, you're so loud. You're so loud. Your voice. You must be a New Yorker. All right, let's get out of here. All right, let's go down all the news real quick. Bezos, this is interesting. To be honest, I'm just walking around New York City, and I did the videos yesterday that 2026 is the most important summer, that we got to take advantage of 2026. Society is not ready for this. And he calls it the new social norms. And then you have Bezos get up there in Europe, and he talks about how there's going to be just positivity and there's going to be incredible job growth. And then you have also people talking about that you're going to put no dent in the United States debt. I say interest on the debt. It's not really. But there you go. He calls for adaptation. So it's very interesting, the words that he's using. I would advocate that everybody use AI. I agree. Just go engage it. I agree as well. When growing up, when cars came along, you didn't obviously just play in the streets now. You can't just play in the streets. You also stress the need for government regulation. Very interesting. I think the private sector should regulate themselves because China's not regulating it at all. Then he talks about a plan to produce up to $500 billion worth of AI infrastructure in the United States. I can see that. It's going to be very interesting because you're going to have a lot of layoffs. You're going to have a lot of people that are behind the curve. You're going to have a lot of people that are in fear, I don't know what to do. This is crazy. I'm being, I used to be a taxi driver. Now it's robo-taxi. I used to be a delivery person. Now there's a robot in a robo-taxi doing the delivery or a drone dropping it off. I used to be a teacher to 40 students. Now one robot is teaching 100 students because the robot knows how each of the students knows how to learn, where you group the people who learn visually instead of analytically, instead of written, instead of doing. All of it's going to get disrupted. You just need people to be pushing it the right way. So how old is she? Is she the last one in Congress that's like part of the old guard? 76. It's like, holy moly. Fraud or even. Froth or even fraud. There you go. Oh boy. Allegedly, of course. Senator Elizabeth. Holy cow. These guys are really going at it. Very interesting. 3.5 of its revenue. It'll be interesting. That's still good that he's making 5.7 billion. But you also, if he lost 20 something billion last year, that's better than this year. So I don't know why that's news. If he lost 24 billion, that means he lost 2 billion per month, which means 6 billion per quarter. He's lost now less than half of, or actually just a little bit more than half of that. So that's better. Like that shouldn't be. Microsoft walks away from Oracle. And Microsoft was just complaining that they need to put Git and I think Copilot on different servers. They don't have enough compute. Oh, there you go. Microsoft has been in talks, cloud computing capacity for the Oracle. I thought it was for Git and for Copilot. I could be wrong though, but I definitely thought I saw it for GitHub. It will be interesting. I actually want to read more into this because you're now including Secretary of State, Defense Secretary, Energy Secretary, and Commerce Secretary approving additions last year, but the entity list has not been updated. So, and look at what language it's in. And it's being pulled in. Well, that's Reuters and New York Times. So, that will be very interesting. If they continuously go up, I was completely wrong on this. The stock traded under its ticker has climbed 50% above its 135 IPO price. They're now at $2.6 trillion. Meanwhile, Morningstar put them at 800 million. And I thought they were right. So I don't know what they're doing, but they're doing something right. All right. Obviously, I'm getting hammered in the background. The goals for today. The videos must be published or at least scheduled on YouTube, must be published on iCharles so that I have no backlog, everything works. I film a video of how to take advantage of 2026 summer. Also, how I personally am going to be taking advantage of 2026 summer. Hint, hint, sober. And gym, and triathlon, and figuring out the best way to do whiteboards in the morning instead of just vibe coding. I need to have access to the boardroom in the morning. Very important. Because I'm going to have 2 bags coming into work. One for my work bag, one for my gym bag. How am I going to do this? I've been thinking really hard on how to make that happen. Because there's a lot of lazy people out there. There's a lot of people just staring at their cell phones. There's a lot less content creators. There's a lot less people that know exactly what's going on in the world. They don't know how to piece it together. They don't know how to get the message out there. They're sitting in fear and foibles and anxiety, and they're just going to sports. They're going to FIFA, the US Open. They're going to NBA championships, NHL. Obviously, both of those wrapped up. Congratulations to the Canes. But you can't be on X and just looking at the negativity, because that's day to day. If you got to look macro, you got to look macro. If you're not looking macro, you're going to be swallowed up by, I can't believe this person or that model or this got banned or what happened there. It's all in, like Bridgemind Bridge Voice. He's still talking about Fable being banned. It's the worst thing that's happened. I think it's going to be open. Listen, my man, I understand he has a great setup and everything else. The future is building. The future is creating. If all models went away, then we have to go to Chinese models. And now we're in Chinese models. What if the United States government literally says all Chinese models are banned? Now we got to use the United States. Anything is possible in the corruption that we're going to walk into. That's why we got to steer the dial into the positivity. We got to talk to that local person like I did yesterday, who he's creating, or he invests in healthcare companies revolving around AI. He invests in companies that are small startups. The other guy I talked to as well, he's like, oh, we only invest in startups. We're not part of private equity. They're evil. I was like, wow. That's a stance. That's a stance of, I've never met you in my life. I don't even know your name. That's very interesting. Please tell me more. So he's like, oh no, I am an angel investor. I'm an angel. Yeah, but you also want a return. Let's be honest, okay? Let's not push the cart before the horse. Are you a non-for-profit? Are you just giving money out and you just expect no return? What if your return is 0 and you just get your money back? But yeah. Oh, there he goes. Probably Taylor's popping in out of nowhere. Just throwing in a right-hand curveball in the 9th inning, bottom of the 9th, World Series, tied in the Game 7. It's a home run. Yeah. Consistency. Making sense of everything. If this summer is lost, then people are way behind it. And now you're playing catch up. Now you're playing, oh my gosh, what's this thing called? It's an iPhone. You don't have any buttons? What? Holy cow, that's insane. What? Steve Jobs? Who's Steve Jobs? Oh yeah, no, I heard of the Mac. I've heard of the iPod. Yeah, they have the different color iMacs, right? It's like a big bubble and it's a different color. Yeah, no, we're still using Microsoft, and we love our BlackBerry. It's still revolutionary. Their security is incredible. Dude, the pivoting right now is way more than just BlackBerry to iPhone. This is like thousands of pivots per day. As I spill my coffee on my lap. By the way, I'm about to walk into an open house tonight where it's probably going to be about 50 people. No joke. I am not ready for tonight. I don't think the building's going to be ready for tonight. I think the condo is going to send me a notice, to be honest. They're going to be like, what the heck did you just do? What did you just do? I said, It's not me. There's a lot of demand for renting in New York City. It's not me. You know? Oh my gosh, New York City is going down. It's going down the pipes. Tell that to the $6,000 one bedroom that just rented in 1970s building. $6,000 a month one bedroom that's about 800 square feet and it's unrenovated. $6,000. We're soon going to have $10,000. We already have $10,000 one bedrooms. Those are in higher end buildings. You have $10,000 studios in higher end buildings. But people have to understand that people are going to flock to a city, as someone said yesterday, because of the excitement. This guy was from Turkey. He came here to the United States by himself. He's like, I can't go back to Turkey. I'm just going to, what am I going to do? What's my opportunity? You think about that, Turkey, Azerbaijan, you talk about Ukraine, Germany, France, Portugal, you think of the Baltics, you think of Ireland, you think of the whole UK in general, Scotland, Britain, you think of South Africa, think of all of South America. Where is the opportunity in 10 years? Why is Donald saying no to the G7 on anthropic models? I personally think that's a good idea. We have now competitive advantage. Anthropic doesn't like it because Anthropic's saying we want more money. We would love to spread this to everybody. I can see both sides. The United States makes more money because Anthropic makes more money and then they employ more people. But then we also have a big advantage if we don't allow France to have it. Or the G7. Whoever's in the G7, is that Japan as well? All right, that was a big build. Thank you. Everything finally finished. All right, we could test it live on screen actually, because this, my friends, okay, so the transcription, you don't need both of those. You actually don't need all four of those, so I'll clean that up. But let's do a test. Let's do a test. Let's bring this guy. Which one is this? This is whiteboard. So this is how to take advantage of 2026 summer. 18 minutes. Let's go to my Riverside. Nope, that was my old videos. That's authenticity. This is, I gotta refresh. Let's see if I take the transcript. I need a prompt too. I'll build that in Claude, regular Claude. All right, let's see which this one was. I gotta be honest, Riverside decent, but they have way too much going on for their servers. I don't know where they are. I don't know if it's at AWS. Was that Brainstorm? Yeah. Oh no, whiteboard. Okay, Brainstorm is what I was gonna do for 2026. 18 minutes. All right, whiteboard. 18 minutes, 1835. Great year, 1835. Let's get the transcript. All right, let's paste it into here. And let's drag this up to here. That did not, did that drag? Did that? Yeah, iCharles.com, 08, yeah. And this is, oh my gosh, Charles, can you get your head on straight? Okay, whiteboard. Oh, I can't even scroll. There we go. Whiteboard, write an article. Ah, I can't even scroll here. Create. Let's see, bar at the top starts going blue. All right, let's go back to the chat. I just uploaded a transcript into the field that I can paste in. I uploaded the video. It looks like it is going blue and uploading. I want you to follow this all the way through. Let's see. Oh, come on, gosh. Yeah, booyah. All right. Now, we're going to go back to Riverside, and we are going to get a prompt to put into, not usage. Let's go to Claude. I love how they still have Fable 5 is currently unavailable. My whole life. What I want you to do is give me a comprehensive prompt that I'm going to put into Riverside. Riverside is where I store my videos. They have something where I can get AI replies back to my videos. I want you to have the prompt where it has a title based on Google's highest standards on titles when it comes to long and short tail keywords, along with having it about the video from the transcript to make sure it's clickable. Also to have the exact same high standards to SEO, AEO on what YouTube wants when it comes to long and short tail keywords. I think the first 200 characters are the most important. I also want you to include the timestamps that Riverside produced to be added into the description, to have the tags long and short tail keywords, comma separated, no more than 500 characters, and to give me a thumbnail that does not change the uploaded face that is going to be used to put into vidIQ, that talks about what the actual video is about. Let's see if that does it. This is all about testing. This is all about testing. So essentially, I am going to take this prompt and from now on put it into Riverside because it's way more it's way better at AI generated everything. And then I'm going to go into vidIQ once it produces all that, and I'm going to make sure that everything, where is, oh, okay, here it is. All right, so it finished uploading. Let's see what the chat says. No Rose yet, the video is still uploading. The Cloudflare at 5:35. Okay, the create call fired, but note the duration came back as -1, which means Cloudflare depart process. Yeah, it's processing and encoding. Take it easy there. Yeah, what are you, Fable? What are you trying to be, Fable? You're Opus, bro. You're Opus, bro. What the heck was that about? So I'm trying to. Oh my gosh, I am getting more messages. Tonight's going to be absolutely mental. I cannot wait till it's over. And I'm just putting my feet up. I'm just going to be yapping away to a crowd of 15 people. Okay, if you want to apply for the apartment, it's going to be the owner wants, and we manage it on behalf of. All right. Let me check the model path. Okay. So you got your, let's make sure everything's in there. All right, let's copy this. Let's go to Riverside. It was the whiteboard. Let's put it in here. Let's see if that's way too much for Riverside. That might be way too much for Riverside. It's thinking. Title, description. Description has, okay. What are you even talking about? Video title, AI empowerment in 2026, build your future now. I don't know, that's a little corny. That's a little like Tony Robbins. Block 1, block 2, block 3, block 4. Okay, no. Okay, so let's see what the, that's an interesting thumbnail prompt. That is an interesting thumbnail prompt. Let's put this over here so we're not disrupting. Let's go over here. Very important to get the YouTube game down. Am I lower? Okay, 90%. And I can attach. Where the heck can I attach? Oh, this is too far low. All right, attach. Let's go with the, hey! You know what'd be great, the future? Whiteboards or brainstorming live in the morning. Because when I'm up there, dude, I'm like, I black out. I'm like, I have no idea what I'm saying. And I know where everything is on the board. Not gonna lie, a little hubris. All right, let's see what it says. AI Power 2026. That is way too corny. That is way too corny. All right, let's take the output of that. And here we go. How would you adjust? This is about, okay, we got an MVP. And let's bring this down here. Let's put in the actual return. And okay, let's prompt Claude. What do we need to change? Let's go back down here. We got the following as the reply from Riverside. The title was way too generic. We need to look up the best standards on YouTube titles and YouTube thumbnails and the relationship between both of them, because there is a relationship between them. People look at the thumbnail. If they like the thumbnail, then they go to the title. If they like the title, then they go back to the thumbnail. So there is a relationship that we have to create. The video title is very generic. The video description came back in different blocks. I want that all to be one block. All right, so let's scroll here. The timestamps have spaces. The timestamps have spaces. Also, the CTA did not actually fill in. What else? Come on. Tags. We need more tags. Hashtags. The thumbnail, let's actually include that because that was way too generic. And let's bring that down into here. The thumbnail was way too generic. We need to have a reliance on ingesting the transcript, understanding what the most important concept is in the video, or at least if there's 5 different concepts, what's the most important? What is a viewer going to get out of it? From the transcript, they analyze that, and then they come back with all of the information. So the relationship between the thumbnail, title, and description are all in line. All right, let's send that out. So that's going out. Let's see what this guy said. There's a deeper question. Even with this fix, a transcript with no timestamps, the true duration is only known once Cloudflare finishes encoding. The duration on this row will stay. That's acceptable for the pipeline, but the video player and the member-facing display want the real duration. There's likely a Cloudflare webhook. Since you asked me to follow it all the way through, let me poll for SEO completion. All right, so that's this video. Let's see if it actually produced a title. Okay, Vibe coding lets you own your apps this summer. A little bit better. This is the grounded brief. Audience, aspiring solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, local businesses, a concrete game plan, thesis, stance. Look at that. Named entities, emotional peak. Now, let's see what it says by creating from your SRT. Okay, so that might be a, no, let me restart the PM2 to apply the duration, then look at the video in the actual studio UI. Okay, the video is in there. All right, so good. Now I have research, rebuild the prompt. All right, so let's copy that here. Let's go back to Riverside. Let's put this in. All right, Riverside. Let's see what the co-creator. Okay, transcript analysis. Okay, step 1. Now we're cooking. AI empowerment, 2026, build your own apps. Wow, how funny is that? Two totally different two totally different. And Riverside and the Ingestion came out with the exact same title style. This is Vibe Coding lets you own your apps this summer. And this is AI Empowerment, build your own apps. That's the way it should be. AI Empowerment. Again, there's still spaces. I don't want that. That should also be, okay, tags. Let's see what the thumbnail, AI Power. Yeah, I don't like that also. I don't like that as well. I don't like that as well. That's a little corny. Rain picked up. So we are sitting in the van. Sitting in the van. My boy's sitting in the van. I don't like the name, or I'm sorry, the, well, listen, Mark, just put me on high. Just put me on high. Who cares about Rush Limbaugh? Rest in peace. Actually, never listened to a day of him in my life. All right, there's duration backfill. The Cloudflare stream player looks like it's reading it. Wow. You know what? I think this thing actually, weirdly yesterday, I might have, okay, here it is. Vibe Coding let you build 2 apps today that replaced paid SaaS, hosted on your own Mac Studio, 0 recurring fees. And let's see what the thumbs are. So it creates 3 different types of thumbs. It uses Open Router and OpenAI's image models in the background to create these 3. Very interesting. Obviously, these are not, they're basic. I don't want to use too many credits on that. So let's see what they actually create. AI Power 2026, I just don't like that title. And that's from Claude through vidIQ. So that's number 1. This is number 2. And this is number 3. So I'm just copying the prompt of the thumbnails and I'm sending it out. Lincoln Park. This summer, you're gonna take some laps. I'm gonna take some laps around the pool. That is the only thing that I'm worried about in this. Fear keeps you broke. Oh my God. Oh boy. Do we want to go clickbaity? Because that's a thumb right there. That's a thumb. I don't think anyone would know what's going on. Window is closing 2026. Oh, it's not bad. I don't like my shirt. Oh no, it's fine. Window is closing 2026. That's actually not bad. And then the title from the automation. So those were copied from the process that I already built. What I was trying to do was supplement the process that I already built, use use Riverside instead. Ditch the fees. That sounds like tax evasion tutorial. Thought I had a rain jacket. Turns out it's just a jacket. Oh yeah, I bought my first rain jacket this year and I thought I would never use it. I used it probably 50 times already. Literally my first rain jacket of my life. I just used umbrella, ruined my shoes, ruined my jackets, my pants, everything. Vibe Coding lets you own your own apps this summer. Do any of these, window is closing. That paired with this title. Let's look at this. Window is closing and the title is Vibe Coding lets you own your apps this summer. That's interesting. That's interesting. Let's see what Claude came back with. Okay, Claude rebuilt it. I think. Unless that was the, oh, it didn't do the rebuild. Okay. Let's go with Riverside. And, okay, let's do a transcript analysis. Fake placement note. Let's give Claude a little bit more feedback. The following was what was returned in Riverside. There is still spaces between the timestamps. That is very crucial that there is no space between timestamps. There is a very generic wording on the thumbnail, and the title could be a little bit better, where people actually know what is going to be talked about, or at least what is going to be the takeaway. All right, so let's send that out. Let's give, this was the thumb. It's the same exact thumbnail. Exact same thumbnail. What I'm doing is I'm weighing between what is the best way to, because some of these are banger videos. They're banger videos. Based on the watch time that I've been seeing, some of them are 8 minutes. You know, good. Now I see the 3 exact problems. There we go, Claude. So what I'm gonna do as well is, okay, what is the chat saying? The comment at references a polar every 10 seconds up to 30 minutes. Join the section. Now let me get the duration. Let me restart it. Clean. Okay, better exist in packages. Wow, it worked for a lot. Cloudflare token isn't in the cookie jar. Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me, dude. Don't even say that. Okay. Let's see what Claude said. All right, so this is the third and final prompt I'll use on this video itself, because otherwise it's just probably understanding itself, and then I'll use it on the other video, and then we'll call it quits today. Not call it quits, but I got 93 messages to get back to, including Wally. They turn off the electricity. Can you have it turned on? I'm not the owner, dude. Can you also let me know what the documents are for the... All right, there we go. All right, final one. Final one. That was the, oh my gosh, it still has spaces. That I would build apps without coding, own your tools. Decent. Description, build in apps without coding, gain digital power, tags. Thumbnail, own your apps. All right. Let's go. Let's copy that. That's decent. That's decent. Let's see what AI has done. Let's see what Claude has done. Check the messages. That and studio detail. I've committed the systemic fix for all future uploads. How should I fix this one already targeted right? Regen the pop pipeline. Trigger the regenerate packages. Yeah, let's do that. I want to see what it does again. All right, so this is from Claude. Own your own apps. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. I was actually waiting for that. I was actually waiting for apps. They are generic apps. But if you have own your own apps with, what was the title it gave me? Build apps without coding, own your apps. That's the exact same title. Exact same title. Exact same title. All right, we'll do one final one because I'm actually liking what, I'm liking what's coming out. All right, analysis, and for whatever reason, the timestamps literally still have a space. That must be a fixed in the prompt. No space between timestamps. Number one. Number two is the title had the exact same wording as the thumb. What needs to happen is the thumbnail is very, very interesting, that the person reads, oh, okay, a little bit more about what's in the video. So the thumbnail is an overview, the title is a little bit more specific, and then they go back to the thumbnail. What I do like is that when needed, there are apps in the background of the thumbnail, so it shows that it's actually more engaging to the user visually. And I've also included the thumbnail. By the way, this is exactly what I'd be doing in the background. If I just hung up and I said, all right, I'll see you tomorrow, this is exactly what I'd be doing. I'd be getting this down because I have 4 videos backlogged and I'm shooting another one today. And I also want to make sure that my journal is working as well. All right, let's send that out. All right, so we got to go to iCharles Community. Benchmarks and demo videos aside, which AI coding tool do you actually teach for when you ship? Pretty much ask the same question. So I'm going to get into that. Parallax? Is this what you just built? And screenshot, screen recording. Where does this live though? On your, is it completely SaaS? Interesting. Run on Windows, run on Mac. Ah, there you go. Ah, FFmpeg. We went through that in the beginning. All right, last one. I know I said that a while ago, but final corrected prompt. Yes, I know, Claude. I'm in the exact same boat. Final corrected prompt. Let's go here. Let's send this out. And then we'll do it also to this Riverside, which is the first time we're using it. So it can't even be corrupted. It's thinking. Wow, that's a long prompt. How I built 2 apps in a weekend, no coding needed. Video description, there's still, I'll have to deal with that. Thumbnail brief, it's probably the exact same thing. What they did was change the title. Let's put it in here. And then attach this. And then see what this Riverside did. Transcript analysis, achieve your 2026 goals. I did talk about health, tags. That's interesting. Let me see what that does. Let me see what that does. And then what we can do is open up a new window, bring your this, bring it to this. This was sent to me, and I want it to be compared with what we built 2018. Why does it add in? I want to be compared to what we built. Why does it add in those extra words? It's really creepy. It's like, what are you listening to? Apps, and that was for Todd Shot or Todd Voice. Let's do this. Was that Whisper or just, why did that do that? That happens every once in a while. My desktop is a mess. All right, let's send this over here. Get rid of that. Let's put it in here. There we go, send that out. All right, so that is regenerating, I think. Satisfied, or you real upload file all the way through, the transcript works. Okay, end to end. Okay, so I'm gonna upload another video too. Let's see what Riverside did. Oh, wow. Wow. I know it looks corny, but At least we're going somewhere. This one is really corny. Maybe it gives me three options. Maybe it gives me 3 options. For the thumbnail, I'm actually thinking we have 3 different options, and also for the title, we have 3 different options. So essentially, you give the title with the thumbnail that it goes with, the title, the thumbnail that it goes with, and the title that the thumbnail goes with. So I have different options to put into AI to create thumbnails, and then I match the title with the thumbnail, which would be much better. Also, the timestamps still have spaces between each other. I don't know why that's the case. It needs to be pulled in by the Riverside timestamps generator. You know what I might just say, don't even add in timestamps. Don't even add in timestamps. I might just do that. Well, I know you could be Mr. Altman. You know what? I might just not even, because in Riverside, the timestamps, you just copy the chapters, and they're good. These are the chapters. You know, the chapters could be better, but what are the ones, actually, here we go. You know, give me 2 other prompts on different styles of the thumbnails. Because this game is going to be the game on YouTube. See, that's a good one. Transform Your Life is a better one. Motivational, okay. All right, so that's the first one. I like that. Motivational, because it was motivational, that. And then the second one, personal growth, unlock your potential. I don't know if I'm going to go that route. We'll see what this one fires back. So this was the first one. It had an error. We don't like errors. So that was not able to be produced. Transform Your Life. Yeah, that's really corny background. Just the whole text is corny as well. I don't like that at all. Let's see this one, which was the error. I don't know why it gave me those style colors. All right, let's see what this one is. Sobriety, success. It could be good if it was all blue and it didn't look like I was in a like ayahuasca trip. And the other one is like 2016 Tony Robbins Transform Your Life. Yeah, I don't know. Because it has nothing to do with AI, so people are going to be like, oh, okay. And then I start talking about AI and they're like, meltdown. Meltdown. Way too many colors. Way too many colors. They gave 3 colors. What about the first one? 3 colors. Yeah. That was from... Let me just do one last one, actually. I want to see if I upload... It's still going. That's weird. Still going on this video right here. Let's see if Vibe coding lets you own your apps this year. Summer 2026 AI, build your apps or fall behind. I'm liking that. Build your apps or fall behind. Let's see what it said. Here are the prompts. We might be going back to the, and it's using Boca Raton. Everybody loves the Boca. My ex-girlfriend lives in Boca Raton. I think she was my first girl. Actually, no, she wasn't my first girlfriend. Let's send that over there. Let's get those two going before we get errors going. So this is the old prompt. Everyone else swims. Wow. And it used the bokeh behind me instead of the whiteboard. Let's just send this one out. This one's going to be bokeh too. It's bokeh'd out. Let's see what the... today I built two, it still has the, today I built two apps in Mac Studio software that I would have paid for it. Now I own them completely, no SaaS. Okay, this is good. It shouldn't say the speaker though. The timestamps, I don't care about the timestamps. I'll get that from someone else. 4,400 millionaires wealth shift now. Oh man. It's supposed to be credit cards? I don't understand these blue and green. It happened before. I gotta work this out. Too many colors in the text. That is for sure. He's ignoring the chat. All right, let's go to Mark. Mark from Minnesota, you're on the line. You didn't send me anything. Oh, the chat. Okay, my bad. Stop playing. Oh. Hold, please. Dude. We are signing off for today. I gotta get my life in order when it comes to this apartment. I got too many calls, too many texts, too many people wanting my information. I gotta leave in less than 5 hours, 4 hours. And I got a lot to do. That video will be going up. That thumbnail will be fixed. I will be adding more apps. I did ask this chat before I go. I did ask this chat, which one is good? Which one is better? I hope I'm not getting a copyright strike right now. Is this a copyright strike right now? All right. Here we go. Head to head. What she's pointing out. Wow, why is this a thing? Is now a woman. Master of Fate. Parallax Capture, a mature cross-platform screenshotting, screen recording tool that overlaps heavily with Todd Shot in the core principles. Head to head. Let's bring this out onto full view. All right. Head to head. Todd Shot, Mac OS, Parallax. Works on everything. Region plus screen chapter. Drag and drop. My honest review, where Parallax wins on paper, breath, loss transfer, it records video, and it exports GIFs. It's a fuller annotation toolbar, ships verifiable. Where Todd Shot has real defensive edges. You know what? Let's switch it up. There we go. We're differential edge. It's not new. Bottom line, she is right. She is right. Clean shot, shotter, do it all, but Todd Shot is competing on a standalone utility. It's a native, lightweight, member bundled piece of an ecosystem, which is different game. I wonder if you can combine it. You have it in one. You just have Todd Shot, which is voice and screenshotting. Why not have it both? Not copyright. This is hilarious, though. Very interested in this. Why not combine voice and screenshotting? Is that too much to ask? And how would we incorporate both into one, or just have the GitHub instead of the Todd Shot? Be honest and hurt my feelings. Oh boy. Todd voice. So what, notably you already have Todd voice. Yeah, I know. So it has both? Why not pushing an update to my repository and then combine into one, instead of making Claude work everything from ground up? What do you mean by that? Except voice, sure. Why not pushing an update to my repository, then combine into one? Very interesting. Why not combine voice? All right, that is something to... Honest gut punch. You're asking the wrong question. The question that kills indie tools. All right, fine. Now, there's a real product, yes, but it's not voice and shot. Your options. Yeah. We need an ecosystem of apps. Ecosystem of apps. Because if you can literally then say, what is my progress over time using, say, Mac Whisper, Todd Voice, Todd Shot, not maybe Todd Shot, but Todd Voice, where you go, okay, I'm doing so if I do a journal entry, it takes a screenshot of my face, it synthesizes everything. Imagine doing that over time, and then you're now getting updated month over month, year over year. I can't believe in 6 months this is the progress I made, because sometimes you think, oh, I made no progress, and then you look at your old website and you go, oh wow, I actually made a lot of progress because it took screenshots automatically and it's stored on your computer. Your 3 actual options. Keep them separate and recording to shot. Fuse into, drop Todd Shot, just parallax. Be honest with yourself about why this is tempting. It's less work, but it's strategically backwards. Parallax is a cross-platform, GitHub distributed, net heavy. You'd be sending your members off the platform to a tool you don't control. All right. You fork my repository, push to an update, I merge it, and voila, we have an AI. I will be doing that right after. And I will be giving you an update on copy. And let's go into... Charles, the music's too loud. Okay, I understand, Mark. You have hard of hearing. No, your music's just too loud. Let's go with, not Mac Whisper. It is iCharles. Oh my gosh, I just had it. Oh, it's right here. I have dead code as a skill. All right. All right, today's goals. All videos are going to be pushed out and scheduled. We are going to get Todd Shot up and running. We're then going to need a Todd Voice. We're going to upgrade the bio links because I'm going to be using that. The short link, who cares about? Build out the app ecosystem, and at least any other ideas, we can build that out. The feed is fine. We're getting hit with a lot of bots. which is good, but we need to synthesize this traffic, which is a moderation cron job that's going to be happening every single day. Are we restarting the server right now? What's going on? Let's go to analytics. Come on now. Put some more coal into the furnace. We got to start this fire. I got to stand up too. Holy mackerel. Sitting down for that amount of time? I feel like Mark Miller in the storm right now. Dude, these people are so desperate for an apartment, it's crazy. I've gotten 4 phone calls from the same person. I will call you back. I'm just vibe coding. I'm just vibe coding, dude. That's it. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Why don't you vibe code? Why don't you build your own apps? Holy cow. We got to restart the server. Clearly, folks. Yeah, so we'll do that with this. Before I go, we need to restart the server. We're in an infinite loop on the iTrolls community. I would hope you buy iTrails. Hello. Yeah, that's another reason we need to get away from Mac Whisper. It's spelling my name wrong, first of all. Second of all, we're in an infinite loop, so let me check before restarting. All right, restarting iTrolls now. That's actually a really good, it's gonna sound small, but if you're getting hit with as much, because I'm now signed up with Google Publisher and I'm in the console for Google Search and I'm actively pushing out all of my articles, and the articles have videos and I'm pushing out the news. And then I run a cron job on how to take advantage of this. Yeah, I put that in already, I think. All right, we're still in an infinite loop. All right, we got to get this up and running. Come on there, Botenston. False information. We are not up and running. We need to look into why we're still in an infinite loop. False. And it's too slow. My Mac is probably 1,050 degrees right now. It's about 2 inches above the sum. You're right, I overclaimed. Wow, that's weird. That's only happened about a dozen times in the last week. Bring back Fable. Oh, it's so hot in this booth. Yeah, I gotta find that. Settings. That's the visual customization, microphone. I gotta look for that. Customization, that's visual customization now. Shortcuts, no. Microphone, no. Dictation. Dictation, dictionary. Is it there? What I did like that Bridge guy did is there's a little button on the left side that when you dictate and it puts it in there, it will actually have a polish and a expand on. So you click that and it polishes up what you said, or it expands on what you said. I don't know if that's good or bad, but it's interesting to think about. That's an interesting feature. It kind of like holds it in purgatory. I don't think I would use that a lot because I'm so good at prompting. Oh, so he just got it from Handy? I'll promote the test only. Which one of you guys broke this? Which one of you fellas broke this? I'll wait for the background generator to finish. There you go. I think we got the culprit. It was Mr. Plum with the candlestick in the den. Email. Oh, it was this. It was this. That's why. He was waiting for... what was he waiting for? Oh, he was waiting for that to auto-populate a new and better form. Well, that's stupid. Yeah, listen, SaaS is done right now. It's just done. I wouldn't want to be at any of these companies. You know who I was thinking about is this place. This place. Look how much I bought on this place. I bought 5 pages of, you know, video wrapper, video themes, support board. This is like a Facebook theme. You have a shop for a CMS, blogs. I bought all this PHP scripts. This was a real-time chat window that was very good. Oh man, I spent so much money on this. All I wanted was exactly what is right here in front of us forever. And it's finally here. All right, I'm gonna have to look at these chats. Yeah, those were PHP scripts. I got away from WordPress a while ago, though I do have some. I definitely have some WordPress in here. Yep, this is a WordPress theme right here. That might be a WordPress theme. That's a WordPress theme. These are all WordPress. I think that's, yep, removed by the user. WordPress theme. Look at all those. Real estate, that was my first one. I wonder when that was downloaded. Gosh. It said I was a member. There it is. 2011. 2011. Man. That's 15 years ago. I started trying to build websites using... I was trying way before then. But... All right, let's get this up and running. Come on now. Come on, this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. This is actually a good song if it was like 007. Come on. All right, we'll get this up and running. We got a lot to do. Plus, I have to go to the bathroom. Wow. That's a lot of... It's only 3 files are staged, pre-committed, unconditioned. Okay, that's not a lot. The 370 remains in drain, 15 minutes, then go. Okay, so this guy literally caused all of the harm. This fella right here. This guy needs to take a lap. This guy needs to take a lap. All right, are you saying it's actually fixed? All right, let's open in. Come on now. Don't tell me that. Take some screenshots before you actually come back next time. Over the next 15 cron ticks. One correction. Did you take any screenshots? Because obviously you did not clear up the issue. You need a major debug and analysis of why this is occurring. Make sure also that all files are committed to the main branch. This is a very serious situation. The entire company board is knocking on my door screaming at me because it's down and customers are losing millions of dollars. Oh, you must be from the Northeast because you got some sarcasm to you. Oh my gosh, you're right. You're right. I didn't screenshot it. I know that my Claude Markdown file and my memory Markdown file tells me to screenshot on tablet, desktop, and mobile in light and dark modes. I didn't do any of that, but I told you it was all fixed. I did not. That's like every Long Island girl. Yeah. All right. We're gonna pop out. For the beautiful people remaining, we got some great videos coming for you. We got the whiteboard summer 2026. We got the brainstorm. How are you going to take advantage of this summer? This is going to be the most important summer of your life. And I just said it right there. Your Claude memory file is too big, that's why it's not compliant. All right, I'll write that down. They don't know what to do with AI.
This is a brainstorming session. So essentially brainstorming, we have to work backwards. We have to understand what is the problem in my life that I need to be taking advantage of this summer. So what are some areas of life that I need to be looking at? Where are the problems in my life right now? I just became an entrepreneur when it comes to vibe coding. So I was a real estate agent. I was a broker owner for 17 years, and I have a problem right now of money. What else do I have a problem with? I have a problem with actually health. I also have a problem with making sure that I'm in shape. I have a lot of energy. I also have a
Come on,
sort
way
of
too
a
slow. This
decent
fella's got to
plan
speed it
about
up.
how to actually take advantage of this.
I only listened to it at 2x. Words in the Claude.
Objectively, where you say, I don't know, but I'll figure it out. And you also have to look at it, not only with questions in mind, but you have to look at
You got to be humble. I forgot the humble. In that moment, I was like, what is that third one that I always say? And is humble.
Is money, energy, health, getting into shape, and goals. Goals is another one. What do I mean by goals? I used to do triathlons a lot. I did in 2019, I did, I think, 4 or 5. I did another one in 2022. I did another one, I think, in 2021. It was
What exactly are the customers board seeing?
Really broke out. I stopped drinking, which is the first time. So day 2 of
yeah, the site doesn't load.
Relationship with it. I'm going to bring that out in
Unrelated. No, commit everything.
Actually be sober after not being sober. So sobriety is the most important thing. Why? Everything breaks down.
So this is brainstorming.
Bad area or habit of your life. Is it because you drink too much? Because
this is how people brainstorm.
You go to the gym, you overeat, you go to bed too late, you don't wake up, you're constantly being.
Yeah, you know how many times I almost said whiteboard instead of whiteboard. All right, I'm popping out. There's too many people banging on this door. They want to come in here. They want to use this. What's today? Wednesday? Tomorrow? All right. I'll see if I can get the conference room tomorrow and then start with a brainstorming session and maybe vibe code at the same time. You got like a platform where I'm like this, talking into it. Maybe I've like something in the background where you have all the chats. You also have all the things, all my VS Code chats going. You have the regular chats going. And I'm just banging out all these things at the same time. Kind of like a DJ. I'm DJing, vibe code DJ. That would actually be fun. Just vibe coding DJ instead of just sitting behind a desk and talking about your thing. It's like you're learning and vibe coding. DJ Coder. Are we? We're not actually djcoder.com. Is that available? Let's say djcoder.com. Oh, it's for sale. It's for sale. $1,200. DJ Coder for sale. Just mixing beats all day. You're learning on the whiteboard. You're brainstorming. What is the sober? What is the summer? And then you're vibe coding in the background. I like it. I like it. You got to do two things at once. You got to educate or entertain. I'm not an entertainer. I'm sort of, but all right, let's see if this thing actually fixed. Because to be honest, it's a little worrisome that the analytics is still not coming up. Did we, in the background, while I was going over the news, break it? I'm not going to tell you all clear measurement. I can take the origin is healthy. Give me a, I don't trace this specific failing end to end. Okay, that is for you to do and not for me to do. Number one. Number two is, yes, it's still in an infinite loop on all iCharles.com community pages. We need to go into a deep analysis and fix wherever this is. You're going to keep going and not come back with any stupid answers or any statements. You're going to come back and your job is going to be done. I'm sending you out to be a soldier, to go behind enemy lines, and to come back and say the job has been done. And yes, I did hard refresh. That's the first thing I did. That's the first thing I did. I hard refreshed. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah. Literally just go into the DJ Coder. I'm going to be, hello, I'm coding, brainstorming. It's going to be, this is the summer, boys. Play.
Everything else would go and dissipate into an area.
Yeah. So we're going to be coding.
Because when I go sober, my health.
We're going to be vibe coding. We're going to be music in the background. It's going to be entertaining.
In New York 70.3, which is in 3 months. I don't know if
Yeah, 78.3. I'm honest. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do it. I haven't swam in years. That's the biggest thing. People drown all the time. Someone drowned this year in Ironman, Texas. I was at a race where somebody got hit by a tractor trailer and died on the thing. So you got to make sure you know how to bike as well. And then running, you can just stop and walk. That's the easiest one. So really the biggest thing is getting to a pool. But before we even get there, why is this summer going to be the most important summer? It's because of this. Play, my friend. Oh, I even said my friend. Oh, boy. All right, I'm losing it. There we go. We got music. We got 2 videos going. This guy's got to fix my computer. Not computer, but my build. We got to pause you. We got to pause you. We got to focus over here. Infinite loop. Logged out. It's on the oh my gosh. Log in. You got access. All right. I'll be back tomorrow. I got to take my own loop. Take my own lap. I got to take a lap. I got to take a lap around the office. Consider my life decisions and questions and say, we're coming back tomorrow. We're coming back stronger. We're doing builds. We're getting better. 1% every single day. Oh, so it discovered the session. It's this session right here. This is the session. It's right here. This guy waited for, we'll fire it. Yeah, it's right here. All right, you know what I'll do? We'll do this. Unsure if this is going to help you out, but this was from the chat that probably started the loop. There we go. Let's help that out. Let's help him out. All right. Even though I said it multiple times. Someone just passed by and they're ready to brush their teeth. Did they just have lunch? Do you brush your teeth every single meal? That's insane. I don't do every single. He just passed right back by again. He just passed right back by again. He's looking for a place to brush his teeth. All right. You know what? I like standing. So this video is going to go up. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We need a better thumbnail than this. Unless I just try it. You think I should just try it? Just launch it? Should I just launch one of these? It's so bad. You know what I should do? Because my thumbnails have not hit, is take one of these thumbnails, take a screenshot, and then just brighten it. Because this is too dark. My face is too dark. It looks like crap. You have no idea what's going on. I might do that. Take a screenshot from there. That might be better. I might come back as DJ Coder tomorrow. I'm DJing, I'm coding, building a system. Probably off screen right now, barely on screen. There we go. We can raise this even higher. There we go. DJ Coder. Oh boy, what has my life turned into? I am still getting hit up about this apartment. Tonight is going to be, I'm not ready for tonight, to be honest. It is going to be, it's way too many people. We put up a home that's underpriced in New York City, and it's going to be 40 people there. It's, the building's going to yell at me, the doorman's going to yell at me, the condo board's going to yell at me, the owner's going to yell at me, the people are going to, it's just going to be, everyone's just going to be yelling at me. And I'm like, I'm sorry I put it underpriced, but it is what it is. 87 connected line. Okay, so that's going deep into why this is the first time I actually am not able to bring it back up immediately. That's weird, because I was, oh, there you go. This is what I was trying to show before. You go to traffic. There should be an all, by the way. This is coming in from Cloudflare. There's 100, let's go 24 hours. In 24 hours, there's 46,000 requests. So I said, how do I take advantage of this? You know, if 7 days, 30 days, I'm just spiking because I'm putting out so much content. Obviously this will go up, but these are page views. These are other requests. Wow. Wow, I got hit hard. That's 19,000. What day is that? The 13th, 4 days ago? Wow. I don't know what happened there. Something started there. Because then the actual threats went down, and then the traffic, page views went up. So the page views, I don't know if those are people, or those are clearly not people. I'm not getting 3,100 page views a day. But, wow. See, that's what happens when you put out content. Look at that. It goes down, and then I put content back out. This is probably weekends right here. The threats went down, then it spiked again, then it went down. Obviously, this is today. Wow. Let's see, 90-day. That's got to be 2.5 million total requests. Yeah. So I started within 45 days. So literally 80 gigs have been cached out of 2.5 million requests. That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable, to be honest. Yeah. You're gonna take a lap song. Yeah, I need to take a lap. I need to take a lap. But if you look at this, this is what I like to see. This is exactly what you want to see. Just, you're putting out content, 135,000 people total 6 days ago, 5 days ago. You start putting out content, you make it AEO, SEO friendly, you make sure the code base is correct, the interface is correct, you make it easy for the crawlers to get in there, you block the bots through security. Today was a good day. Today was a good day. Very good day. All right, if you're new, subscribe. Go to the iCharles community. I don't think we have anyone that is going to be let in. Wow, we have 8 flagged for moderation in articles. Nobody set up any of that. We have 288 unresolved. And then analytics say, this is what you need. This is what you need. 6,700 character prompt. I think that might be too much. But essentially what happens is it reads all of my 24 hours, last 24 hours analytics right here. No, not behavior, traffic. And it says, make sense of this. How do I take action on this? Where are they failing? Where are they succeeding? Cloudflare has all of the statistics, and then you go in and then you essentially just paste that into Claude, and then you literally get better. So, all right, I'll be back tomorrow. Today was a success, in my opinion. We have a lot going on. I need to get this apartment rented and off my brain, and so I could just vibe code, get the money, and continuously do this. Get 1% better every single day, put out a journal, put out a video. All right, boys and girls, I'll be back tomorrow. Subscribe to the video.